Good morning to everyone being here today. Now let me share my presentation with all of you. Now in the last lecture, we already started our module number second modules. And if you see here, the syllabus of this particular module second, already we have started this first articles in previous lecture, that is excavation in hard rock. Then the excavation in case of hard rock is a very tedious jobs, and we require certain modern equipments to excavate the certain kind of civil engineering project. So we require certain techniques, we require certain modern equipment. So these are the various methods, technique and equipment generally we are going to use to excavation in a particular hard rock. So in last lecture we was discussed regarding about the rippers. What is rippers? How the rippers is used for cutting the rocks. Then we have different another equipment and methods, jackhammers. Then we have certain another techniques to cut the rocks and to drill the certain kind of holes, that is drills. Then we have compressor and pneumatic equipment, then blasting explosive, detonators, fuses. Then we are facing one of the problems while excavation in the particular hard rock, that is the percolation of water inside our working area. So as a you can say we require certain methodology for dewatering of that particular percolation water which is in our area of working. So these are the syllabus we are going to talk about in next lecture. Then this is the things we have completed in last lectures. Then if you see the preamble for this particular excavation in rock, so we required the excavation somewhere in case of the foundation of foundation trenches, in case of the buildings foundation also, in case of bridge pier foundation, and in case of high-rise building also. We required the excavation up to a certain depth. So we required the excavation in a particular rock. So how the excavation in a particular rock for making a trenches. So we are going to talk about with the practical examples how the high-rise building or tallest building foundation will excavate with the help of certain techniques and methodology. Then also we have another civil engineering project is a tunnel. So tunnel is generally used for the as a passage for transportation of railway, or you can say transportation of various vehicles, and even transportation of or supplying of the water, or you can say the supply of oil also. We have a certain kind of tunnel. So tunnel construction is various tedious jobs. As far as concerned with the civil engineering, we require certain techniques how to excavate the tunnel. So certain knowledge we require. So we cover the tunnel construction also, which type of equipment generally used, what are the methodology, and what are the, you can say, the different problem is arises during the construction of tunnel. Then we need the under bypass, right? For example, somewhere the traffic problem is there, So to minimize that traffic problem, we required the under bypass. So to transport the traffic or vehicles, or to divert the traffic through the under bypass. So we require certain work will be below the ground level, or even in case of the underwater constructions, we required the excavation, huge excavation of the rock. So what kind of technology we generally use to excavate the underwater constructions or even the under bypass constructions? So in incoming lecture we will see in detail. Then we was also discussed regarding about the hill road constructions, right? The first thing is that in case of hill road construction, we have to align particular alignment in the hill road. So once you align the hill road, then we require somewhere the cutting of rock. So which type of equipment generally we use for cutting of the rocks in case of hilly road? We are going to discuss about all the equipment, then their capacity, that is output of that particular equipment, and the total cost of that particular equipment also for using meter cube per hours or meter cube per day. So these are the area where we have to see in the incoming lectures, right? Also, if you see, these things is very important, the learning objective, right? So why one should learn this particular unit as a construction technique, right? Almost all in the previous slide, if you see in the previous slide, these are the area where we are going to learn in detail as far as concerned with the different types of the rock or different type of the material we are going to excavate. So while excavation of that particular material, what are the different problem is arises, then what are the different equipment required, what are the capacity of that equipment, and which type of techniques we have going to use, we can learn in this particular unit. And the most important thing is that as far as any construction in case of the hard rock, our main objective is that we have to maximize the net benefit from that project. How will you achieve the maximum net benefit? If you select a proper equipment, if you select the proper method to excavate the rock, then ultimately the total construction cost of that particular project may be minimum, and we can achieve that particular thing. So if you see here, the learning objective is to understand excavation in hard rock. So this particular thing we can understand how the excavation in the hard rock will going on, then to understand different equipment and methods for rock excavation. So generally which type of equipment and the methods by which we can excavate the rock, you can learn these things in this particular module too. Then to understand different drilling and blasting techniques, see somewhere we required the construction equipment, let us say the rippers. With the help of rippers you can excavate up to certain extent. But if you want to dig a hard rock, you can say the metamorphic rock or certain kind of a hard rock, or even a black type of rock if you want to excavate, then the equipment is not sufficient to excavate the various tough hard rock, and in that case we have to drill and we have to blast with the help of some certain kind of detonators. So the technology is here what type of drilling methods we are going to drill the holes in case of rock, and which type of blasting detonators we are going to use to blast the certain hard rock. So to understand the different drilling and blasting technique also, this is one of the important learning objective behind this particular unit. Then to understand equipment output and capacity, yes, if you see in case of up to certain kind of hard rock excavation, you can use the reapers up to certain kind, but what are the output or capacity? So you can learn these particular things also there. So suppose if a contractor is going to hire certain kind of equipment for excavation in the rock, so what charges he required? So we required the planning phase, means if you want to excavate 12 meter cube of rock, so how much hours will require to excavate the 12 meter cube rock area? So we can manage or we can learn these particular things with the help of this module. Then to understand drainage in excavation, necessity and methods of dewatering. While construction, see, in case of the excavation of the trenches for a high-rise building in the metropolitan city, the shallow depth watering will be there. Means the water depth is available at a particular shallow depth of that foundation. So it is not ideal condition for excavation in case of if the shallow depth water is available. So we have to pump that particular water from the working area. So we require the dewatering. In case of tunnel also, if you see in case of tunnel, while construction of the tunnel, the percolation of the water from the upper side of that hills may be there, and due to which the water may you can say disturb your working in that you can say the working area of that tunnel. So we require the dewatering. So what are the technique and methods we are going to apply for dewatering of that particular water from the working area? So in this particular module you understand these things. Then to understand best equipment and method in rock excavation. So which type of the equipment is best and which methods in rock excavation you can understand from this module. So let us move further. This preamble session we have completed in the last lectures, means what is rock and what are the various types of rock and what are the property of rock. Then the procedure of for excavation in rock also we have seen in the last lectures, means we have to select a particular area for excavation depending upon the requirement. For example, you required boulders to fill the subbase course or subgrade of the highway or roadway. Then we required which type of material, murum or certain things. So in case of the excavation purpose, we are going to select the mining, and once you select the mining according to your purpose, so how the excavation will be done there once you select the mining? First of all, you have to lose the particular material. Then after losing with the help of the reapers, the reapers is fixed with the shovel or dredge line or any excavation equipment, even bulldozer. In front of the bulldozer, if you use a reapers, then we can lose the particular material. Then we have to load that particular material into the truck or dumper or highway. Then we have to transport that particular material up to your site, and then we are going to compact. So this is a step by these are the steps generally for excavation, right? Then these things I was shown in the previous lectures. The Pir Panjal railway tunnel in case of Jammu Kashmir, we have constructed. If you see the length of this particular 11.215 kilometer long, and the average elevation of this particular tunnel is 1760 meter. So this is constructed with the help of a civil engineering team, right? So this is the history. We can do this particular job by taking into consideration the construction technique knowledge, right? So this is the Teak tunnel in case of Maharashtra. Teak tunnel 4.07 kilometer long, and it is in between Ratnagiri and Nevasar. So such kind of you can say the construction is made with the help of this construction technique, right, subject. Then Ambe Nali Ghat in case of Mahabaleshwar to Polatpur, 1300 meter. So while aligning or the roads in case of such type of you can say the hills, we required various technique and for handling such type of project. Then also we have seen in the last lecture the equipment for excavation in hard rock, right? If you want to excavate the hard rock, generally we require this type of equipment there: rippers, jackhammers, drill, compressor, pneumatic equipment, then blasting explosive, detonators and fuses. So these are the technique we are going to see in the incoming slides in detail. Then we also completed in last lectures what do you mean by rippers, right? Then the different component of this particular rippers, then the uses. This is the rippers, right? The rippers is attached with the JCB also in front of this JCB. This is the rippers. Rippers means a teeth, a single or double or you can say the integrated in a series for excavation of the mining industry, then tunnel construction, downtown buildings or underwater operation also. So we can excavate with the help of such kind of rippers. So we was seen in the last lecture. Then we have play one video also in previous lecture. Then the different types of reapers. These are the generally reapers. Reapers means it is a you can say the teeth which is used to excavate the rock from a area. So this is the integrated unit or the teeth series. This is a back reapers. These are the reapers. Then the another various types of the reapers also we have seen: fixed multiple shank reapers, then variable grant reaper, then variable multiple repairs, then fixed grant reapers. Then the reaping efficiency is generally how we can achieve the greater reaping efficiency. So these are the parameters we have discussed in the last lectures. Then the output of reapers also, which depends upon this type of variables: the characteristics of soil, then size of the tractor or dozers, then speed of the machine, shape and size of the reaper tooth, then number of shank used, then depth and width of the reaping pass. So these things we have discussed in the last lecture. Then the output of reapers, how will you calculate the output of these reapers? We have the certain formulas. Then we have discussed these things also in last lecture. Now the advantages and disadvantages also we have completed. What are the advantages and disadvantages of reapers? Then in today's lecture, we are going to see in detail the techniques and method for excavation in hard rock with the help of drilling and blasting explosive, right? So what do you mean by the drilling and blasting? If anybody is interested, please unmute yourself and tell me what do you mean by drilling and what do you mean by blasting. At this stage, I would like to ask one question. Anybody unmute yourself and tell me the drilling and the blasting terminology. What do you mean by drilling and what do you mean by blasting? In front of you, this is the pictures and this is the drilling pictures and this is blasting. Anybody can define what do you mean by drilling and what do you mean by blasting? Unmute and tell me the answer. Anybody? Yes? Be a part of this. Anybody unmute and tell me? Furkan? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
What is drilling and what is blasting?
सर आप जब अपन जब वर्क करते हैं, जब हार्ड रॉक लगता है ना, तब अपन ड्रिलिंग और ब्लास्टिंग का उपयोग करते हैं, यूज करते हैं.
No. I am asking about what is the definition for the drilling? Means, what do you mean by or what do you understand by the term drilling and what do you understand by the blasting? You have seen drilling, you have seen blasting, right? So this is the picture. Uh, what is mean by the drilling and what is mean by blasting? Drilling
So,
means what? Yes.
I think drilling is nothing but the deep penetration inside the earth by using some mechanical equipment.
Yes.
But blasting is also the excavation of earth, or maybe uh, uh, blasting. It may be used by using some chemical products. Blast they did in a ground by using
So
explosives.
yes. So my question again here, when we are going to drill something, means in case of the rock, we require the drilling, right? So in previous slides, you also seen that with the help of reapers, right? With the help of JCP, at the front of that this JCP, we have attached their reapers, and with the help of reapers, we can excavate the rocks. Rock may be the soft or muru, right? So that is the area where we can apply that reapers. But in case of hard rock, the reapers is not suitable, right? Reapers is not suitable. So we are going to drill the holes in case of rock, and we are going to blast that with the help of certain detonators, and that detonators is made up of with the certain you can say the chemicals, right? In case of our crackers also, in case of Diwali seasons, we have crackers, and with the help of that crackers, we enjoy the particular things. So, in similar fashion, the necessity of drilling, when we are going to use this particular drilling and when we are going to use the particular blasting, right? So, why these things are in your syllabus? As far as concerned with the civil engineering point of view, right? So, see, the things is here I would like to tell you with all of you the drilling and blasting. So, in case of tunnel, somewhere we required the drilling and somewhere we required the excavation with the help of the available reapers or with the help of JCB also. But in certain area, while excavation of the tunnel, so tunnel is 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer or 5 kilometer also, or even more than that also. In between, we don't know the which type of layer is in between the our alignment while construction of the tunnel. So where the hard rock will be there, then definitely we require the drilling technology. And once you drill the holes in the hard rock, then we have to place the detonators, the chemical, you can say the compounds in case of the drill holes, and we have to blast. Uh, so this drilling and the blasting technology is used in case of mining also, right? In case of mining, why the mining will be there? Because we require the material for the purpose of subgrade. In case of your highway, we require certain kind of murum also, and we required the drilling for the tunnel also, right? And underwater construction, underwater tunnel also, and in case of the supplying of the oil from a you can say the mine, oil mine, up to your factory, where the process on the raw oil is done. So to supply that oil also, we can use the underground tunnel in foreign country, Iraq, Iran, Baghdad, Kuwait. If you see, there will be a underground tunnel for supplying the oil from the mine, oil mine, up to your factory, where the process is going on that oil. So we required the drilling and blasting technology. So if you see here also, in case of drilling and blasting, what are our learning objective? Once you understand this particular learning objective, then we are going to learn this particular technology one by one. So the first learning objective of the drilling technology, to understand the rock as a medium through which the drilling will be done. Then the second objective of this drilling and blasting, to understand the available theories of drilling technology. Then to understand the different type of drill machines and their component. So what are the various type of drilling machines, modern drilling machines is available, and what are their different component, and how we can do the work with the help of these modern drilling machines. Then also another important learning objective, to understand different drilling pattern for surface excavation. So to understand the different drilling pattern for surface excavation, then to understand different drilling pattern for underground excavation, we require drilling pattern. This term is very important, drilling pattern. So in coming slide, you can say how the drilling pattern is selected or chosen for underground excavation. Then to calculate the performance of drill machine. So how the drill is efficient for a particular work. So under this you can understand the calculation of the performance of drill machine. Then to calculate the economy or financial appraisal for drilling technology. Then to select the most suitable drill machine. So these are the learning objective behind this drilling and blasting technology. Then after the learning this particular objective, these are the outcome, right? After completing this technology, the student should be able to do or these things, right? Estimate the easiness of the rock medium for drilling. In your future, if fortunately or unfortunately, if you the engineer, as an engineer for the tunnel constructions, so this type of technology is very important or helpful in your future also. So the estimate the easiness of rock medium for drilling, these are the outcome. Then identify the different drill machine components. So you can identify what are the different drilling machine components. Then the select a suitable drilling pattern. These things you understand at the end of this particular lecture. Then estimate or calculate the drilling rates. So suppose if you drill certain kind of hole, number of holes, so how what is the rate for the drilling of this particular hole in a rock. So one hole is carry certain rate. So total cost of the drilling we can calculate easily after completing this drilling and blasting articles. Then you should able to do this also, optimize the performance of drill machine. You can understand how to optimize the performance. Then calculate the costing of drilling operation. Then selection and scheduling of drill machine. Which type of drilling machine is generally used and we have to select then schedule of that particular machine on a particular project. So these are the learning objective we will get after completing these particular articles, drilling and blasting. Then the actual definition here in front of all of you, the what is drilling? The process of making a hole in a rock is known as drilling. In rock or the medium is earth also. So this process of making a hole in a particular rock or earth is known as drilling. So if you see here, the component parts of a particular drilling. So we require drill and drill bits, right? So what do you mean by drill? The type of tool which hold the drill bit and rotate into a provide axial force to create a hole, that is known as drill. And what do you mean by drill bit? Cutting tool used to create cylindrical hole, known as drill bit. So we will discuss the about the component parts after looking into the overview. Drilling and blasting, these two technology we were used in the olden days also, drilling and blasting, right? Even the use of explosive and drilling were observed since ancient civilization. In our day-to-day life also, most of us will know about these two particular terminology, that is drilling and blasting. So we can understand the drilling is basically the technology for creating a hole, right? And the challenges are laying in the technology for creating a hole in a particular rock. The hole may be the small or hole may be the bigger one. In case of tunnel, the hole is larger, but while excavation, in case of rock, suppose we required the rock material for making the basement also, so we required smaller holes to blast these particular working phases. So the hole may be the bigger or larger one, or hole may be the smaller one, but we have to use the technology, modern technology, to create a hole. So while creating the hole inside the rock, right? So we required this factor, these are the variable factor, diameter of the hole. So what should be the diameter of that particular hole? Then the length of hole, you should understand, or we should know what is the diameter of hole we are going to excavate. So what should be the length of that particular hole, we should know. Then driven through what medium, so this knowledge is also required. So which type of rock will be there, and then how fast the hole will be driven. So you should enlighten or this particular sentence, how fast the hole will be driven. Then what is the economy? What is the economy? So this is important sentence here. I would like to say we should know the economy while creating a hole. So these are the variable factors which affect the drilling technology, right? Then if you see, in case of the Sakhalin, Otopo, Russia, this hole is created in case of oil borehole in the country Russia. One hole is created there to pump the oil from the borehole. So if you see in the history also, with the help of this modern technology, if you see the machinery, modern machines, we got the fantastic achievement for creating the hole. That Sakhalin oil borehole is created in Russia in 2011. If you see, the length of that particular oil borehole 12,345 meter long. Uh, we can see in the history also the drilling technology plays an important role in the history. So this is the Sakhalin oil borehole in case of the Russia, and the length of this particular borehole is 12,340 meters. So we require the you can say the knowledge regarding about the drilling, how the drilling will be going on the 12,345 meter, how the cost, what should be the cost of this particular project, oil borehole. So this particular, if you have the technology, then we have got the opportunity to work there in future also. So in foreign country, if you have the drilling and blasting technology, there is a opportunity for civil engineer. So that's why I am take these particular examples. So again, I would like to share another historic moment at this stage. This is Kola Super Deep Borehole. So this Kola Super Deep borehole is generally constructed between below the ground level for the purpose of experimental kind of view. We required certain samples of the earth below the earth for the purpose of taking certain test on that particular sample. Means if you want to know the what are the various materials is available below the ground, to know their hardness property. So we require certain kind of knowledge. So Kola Super Deep borehole, if you see the length of this particular borehole is 12,262 meters, 40,230 feet, and it is old 1989, and still it is the deepest artificial point on the earth. This borehole is generally uh, constructed for the purpose of uh, experimental purpose. Experimental. Someone is creating the noise. Someone is creating the noise. Who is that fellow? Hello. So we are here. This is a particular history say that the technology. This is the world deepest drill hole in Kola Super Deep borehole. The length of this particular borehole is 12,262 meters. This hole is made for experimental purpose. Then another borehole I would like to share with all of you, that is world largest diameter drill hole, that is Orlovsky tunnel in Russia. This is the world biggest diameter tunnel in case of the whole world in Russia. 19.25 meters diameter, and it was constructed in 2011, and it is driven by tunnel boring machine, TBM machine. So why I am sharing with these particular things with all of you. So if you see the technology in case of the previous also, we are using this type of technology for drilling certain kind of things. We have seen these three, the Sakhalin oil borehole. So if you see the drilling 12,345 meter long, then And this is the borehole for experimental purpose, Kola Superdeep, 12,262 meters, and this is a world largest diameter tunnel which is known as Orlovsky Tunnel in Russia. The diameter is 19.250 meters. So, with the modern construction technology, we are going to construct such project with the modern construction technology. If you have the knowledge of these things, so there is ample opportunity, job opportunity for all of us, right? But the important, interesting thing is that we should know the kind of opportunity. We have to create with ourselves this type of opportunity. Then we will get certain things. Now, before drilling, I would like to highlight these things with all of you. The rock property affecting drilling. What are the you can say the property of rock? This affecting the drilling hardness, then compressive strength, then the another factor that is elasticity, then abrasiveness, then texture and structures. So these are the parameters which will affect the drilling. So anybody tell me what do you mean by hardness or compressive strength or elasticity, abrasiveness, structure and textures? Anybody unmute? Unmute and tell me. Yes. Prathamesh. Prathamesh, can you explain? Hardness, compressive strength, elasticity, abrasiveness, texture and structure. Rock
Hardness
property
is
of yes, please. Carry forward.
hardness is nothing but roughness coefficient of that material. How
Yeah.
rough is that material? And
Yes.
compressive strength is the what is the capacity of that particular material to withstand the vertical load.
Yes.
Elasticity is the property to regain its shape after after removing the forces. And
Yes. Then abrasiveness.
I don't know about the abrasiveness.
Abrasiveness means if you see in case of road surface also, right? When the vehicle is running over that road surfaces, then there is a contact in between the road surface and the tire, and due to which certain kind of rubbing or friction will be developed, and due to which if the friction is not proper, then that the damage will be happen with that road surfaces due to the improper frictions. So abrasiveness means what? How the surface is tackled if you drill the bore inside the rock. So how the rock will sustain that bore, that drill. If you punch the hole in the rock up to a certain length, right? If the rock cannot sustain, then ultimately the nearby area will damage. So if you see the problem will be there if the nearby area if damaged and if you punch the hole, then entire work may goes wrong. So you should know the where we should drill or these properties plays an important role, that is abrasiveness. So I will show you with the help of certain examples what do you mean by the abrasiveness. So at this stage you remember if the friction is not proper, certain deterioration will be happen with the material. Then texture and structure. Then at this stage uh, we are going to take two questions. The I will form a question at this stage, and I requested all the students please be a part of this activity. Then the first question, for drilling operation, the drill rotate with the pressure if the job is held on the earth? This is a common question. Then the first option, that is upward movement, then second downward, then the third option 45-degree incline to both planes, and the fourth option is none of the mentioned. So the question is, for drilling operation, the drill rotate with dash pressure if job is held on earth. If you want to drill the hole on a particular earth, for
Sir, can
drilling
drilling
operation,
happens?
yes, you can drill the earth also, right? While excavation of the foundation in case of high-rise building, we can do this particular job on the earth also.
In a horizontal direction, sir?
See here, horizontal direction as well as vertical also. We can see in case of well, the farmer, what they are looking for larger water in his well, right? So he take the horizontal borehole in his well to extract the water from the ground. So any type of hole you can drill inside the hole, vertical, horizontal, or with the any angle, but the knowledge should be there. So what is my question here? For drilling operation, the drill rotate with dash dash pressure if the job is held on earth. If you want to drill, then what is the movement? Upward, downward, 45-degree incline to both plane? None of the above mentioned. So tell me, if you want to punch the earth or drill the earth surface, yes, 95% students say that the downward. Then some student are only one student 45-degree inclined to both planes. So okay, I appreciate the answer, that is the downward is correct answer for this particular question. Okay, downward movement. If you want to punch the drill with the help of the any drilling machines on the earth, so we are going to punch the hole in downward direction. So this is the answer. So if anybody is having any questions, please unmute yourself and ask the questions at this stage. Otherwise, I declare that the lecture is over. If anybody is interested, yes,
Sir, what
please.
exactly means the 45-degree incline to both the planes?
See, both the planes means what? 45-degree incline to the both the planes. Suppose if you want to drill or punch the ground below the earth surface, then somewhere we required the drilling in 45-degree. Both the planes means what? Horizontal and vertical. In between that we have to punch the hole in 45-degree. So that is the meaning of this 45-degree incline to both plane, horizontal as well as vertical plane. And in between, if you mark the x-axis and y-axis, and if you take a 45-degree with x or y, then that is the meaning of this particular. So we will see the one experimental construction with the help of this 45-degree angle while drilling. So I have the one examples 45-degree drilling. So at that stage you will exactly know how the drilling is done for 45 while tunneling or while excavating the any type of rock or earth metal. So that is the meaning of this 45-degree to both planes, x and y plane. Then thank you everybody listening me patiently. So today I declare that our lecture is over. I will stop recording.